Sorry. Hello, how is everyone? Feline, haven't seen you in a while. How are you? Opera as well. How are y'all? Sorry for the late start. There was a lot going on in the background here. Gotta put the TikTok video on. People was streaming. Everyone's having a good Saturday so far. We have been pretty good, actually. We'll be returning to work soon. Finally got the callback I needed to move forward. Okay, I don't remember what the hell we were doing. Let's find out. Now, as for the plan for today's stream, I'm hoping we finish this. Ooh, sure, look at that. Hoping we finish this before the break, so We can have as much time in Bloodborne as we want. I remember what we're doing here. We're looking for beans. Pile of bones is wearing some shredded necromancer cultist clothes. Loot it. Grab everything that isn't nailed to the bones, and then you grab the bones. Ashes. Hold up, what? Examine them. It's cremated earthly remains of a person. Some people refer to these as cremains, but you will not approve. Leave them alone for now. I think that's important. So what do these shrooms do? With your third eye halfway, increasing your mystic out. Wow, okay, we'll eat that. You're already too full. Whoa. Seems like maybe there's a tunnel here, but your eyes can't focus on it right. Like it's slightly out of phase with reality or something like that. Wait, I do recall, we need to go back to the fort. Whoops. Appreciate that. Also, how's the sound? Game sound, my sound, everything okay? Fort of Darkness, I believe. You hear gunshots and someone shouting nearby and decide to investigate. This instinct is basically what separates an adventurer from a sane person. You find a bandit in scorched and blackened clothes, wildly firing his pistol at the scenery. Everything he shoots bursts into flames somehow. Go to hell, cactus! Go to hell, scorpion! Go to hell, rock! Looks like we got a real character here. Yes, wow! Just send a little scenery to the cow lords below. How's about I send you two? You'll make fine and dandy pets for my masters. No, thank you. A bundle of dynamite? Or question his beliefs. From a bundle of dynamite. Here, try sending your bosses this. You pitch a bundle of dynamite at the guy who shoots it reflexively. When the dust and smoke clears, all that's left is a gun, a crater, and a hat drifting down to the ground. Ooh, we got a black hat. A smoking gun. Is it better than my befouled pistol? Sets me on fire for 5 extra damage. All ranged attacks? Don't be afraid of this hat, it's not inherently bad, it's just a common style choice for bad guys. This will be caught red-handed even when you haven't done anything wrong. It's 13 to 17, but it's plus 6 to Moxie. My Moxie is pretty low, if we're being frank, or Bill. More local beat. I think someone was wanting mushrooms here. Seen any jelly beans? Yeah, I had some jelly beans recently. I don't quite remember. Oh, they were in my lounge. Where's your lounge? I don't quite remember. It's only there part of the time anyway. What? I don't know. Would you like to buy a mushroom? This batch is extra groovy. No thanks. Okay, so I think I know where her lounge is. It's that cave door that was opening. Something about a third eye. Just wait to get in there. Some skull chips. I already did this. I made a ring, didn't it? Yes, I did do this. Okay. Send the jelly beans! First, we must take care to define our terms. What does it mean to see jelly beans? And what if what I see as jelly beans are different than what you see as... Cut the crap before I cut it for you. No, I have not. But I do know that Irene, the newest and, dare I say, the most delightful of our little clan, is particularly fond of them. You might ask her. Can I interest you in a discussion of the particulars of curtsy and philosophy, Alley? No. Hey, wait, do you know where her lounge is? You know how to get in her lounge? You know where Irene's lounge is? I've been there, but for some inexplicable reason, I was never invited to return. Inexplicable. I would self-actualize by returning them on my own, but I don't remember where it was, and Todd will not tell me. It's quite frustrating. Can I interest you in a discussion? No. I say no. Uh-oh. Is your stream being affected by the background noise? I hope not. If you have any Lactarius dithripica mushrooms, I can refine them into a more potent potable, i.e. a potion. Ooh, I do. Go easy on this stuff, it has a real kick to it. Thanks. Fully opens your third eye. You swallow the extract, the world turns inside out as your mind replaces it. Okay, my third eye is fully opened as shit. We did that. Excellent. Hey Drake, welcome to the stream. Hope you have a good time here. How's your day going? We're in for a hilarious game. At least for the first half of this stream. Hopefully we'll get to Bloodborne tonight. Oh, it's open. Strange lamp. Take it. You stowed it in your pack. Fortunately, it isn't real lava. Excellent. Comfy looking sofa. It's the beans! They do look pretty cool under the blacklight, you have to admit. Jelly beans look different under a blacklight? Your great grandkids are going to love this kind of music. Hey, well, good for them. Sounds like bluegrass to me. You spy a patch of loco weed growing next to the trail. You hop down for a closer look just to make sure it's not loco grass or loco flowers. You do a quick backflip and make some funny noises by ratcheting your arm up and down with your hand in your armpit. Loco weed giggles, loosening its roots just enough for you to pluck a handful of it out of the ground and bring it into a little bottle. Crazy stuff. Super great. The hard part of the day is over. Well, I'm glad the hard part's over. Hopefully it gets better for you. It's your last of the beans. I got them right here. Well, I'll be jiggered. I didn't figure on seeing any of them jelly beans again, and here you've brought back all 3 jars. You might have much to reward you other than a handshake, Allie, but maybe I'll be able to pay you back somehow in the future. Don't sweat it, Roy. I was happy to help. And we did the spittoon already. Lovely. Oh yeah, we were fully ready to, like, cross the tracks, weren't we? Okay. At least I got, like, XP out of that. So that's cool. Last custard stand? Talking about, like, Custard's last stand? You see a plume of smoke rising over the trees to the north of you. You nudge Hugh Hoof... Oh, that's what we named the horse. You Hoofner in that direction and find a cozy-looking cabin nestled in a copse of pines. The ground outside is sparkly and rainbow-tinted, a telltale side effect of the practice of the jeweler's trade. Check it out later. This abandoned mine. We need to look at that, too. Yes, this is West of Loathing. It's a hilarious turn-based RPG. Well, howdy there. Welcome to the last custard stand. I'm Custard Man Stan, and I make custard like only Custard Man Stan can. Try some? Tell me about your custard stand, Custard Man Stan. Not much to tell, just a plain honest custard stand selling plain honest custard. But it's the last one? What, like the last one before you get to Frisco, or last one in the whole territory? Like the last one in the whole world, as far as I know, but I can't swear to that. You sure it isn't the first? Yep, because the first one was also mine. It was farther up north. The thing operation was ate by wasps. Standing all. Give me them sweet custards. What do you got? Whoa. Wow. For 400? No, thank you. What do you have to say about this? A tiniest house. That's not a house, it's a booth for selling things from. Selling a man's? What? No, he's the merchant, not the merchandise. Gary is knowing. Just a kidding. Man's to selling cat shards. Very close to being correct. Good job, Gary. What's in my mind? D&D in a little bit? Hell yeah. Hopefully this will give you some ideas for the campaign. You find a rough wooden cross stuck in the ground with the words "some jerk" carved in them. Guess it's a grave? Oh yeah, it's definitely a grave. Check out this grave stuff. Got an old wedding ring. Yay, free grave stuff! The best part is it's free. Hello. Goodness. Yeah, no coffee for now, so. But I can do. This machine is exceptionally dirty, even by desert mining standards. Shiny thing here, take it. Ooh. How much that's worth. This elevator has a lot of stuff wrong with it. Hit the problems. You hit the elevator in all the right places. Write it down. Is it a Gen X? I did just rob a grave, I guess. Whoops. This mine isn't that great, but this cabinet is a big plus. Because of the cross. Medical gun? Sorry, what? Medical gun? 3 to maximum HP. If you don't think about it too much, a pistol is just a more effective syringe. Yeah? Although the needle's supposed to stop, not go through the patient, ordinarily. Or was abandoned in a hurry. Wow, I got 6 of them. I'm rich! Vibrato transponder goes crazy when you get near these rocks. Dig in! Whoa. Found a teleporter. Guzda Pachta storage facility. Ooh. Bunch of paper cards. Take them. Ooh, we can learn more words. Sweet. A big cylinder on top of this big rectangle. Take it. Another bottle container. Wow, we got more stuff. Neat. What's up in here? Oh yeah, stupid walking. Fantastic. Oh, delicate bean nugget? Meat nugget? Oh, no, bean iron nugget. The sliver of bean iron has all of its internal metaphysical beings aligned in the same direction, making it magnetic as well as magical. Sweet. What's happening? Some kind of drilling machine. Ooh. Got a rock hammer. Note says, Dear Jeff, got called up north to deepest delve. See you soon. Praise be Roberto. Sincerely, Jeff. How many Jeffs you got in here? Sarsaparilla. You've already got plenty. Oh, okay. There's doodled spirals all over the table. Well, how rude. Ruined a perfectly good table. I remember the first time I bought a table. I was so elated because I adulted properly. So what are these landcards? The Switch has long since rusted away to uselessness, not that it was all that useful before, given the track layout. Hello? Like these snakes to get through here. Oh yeah, meat is the currency for some reason. I don't know why. So the bean slinger be broken. I'm just gonna say that out loud now. Out of the corner of my eye, I keep seeing a... Oh, no, you're a mosquito. You're not my friend. Well, now. I want to kill the bug on stream, but... carry diseases, and that's not cool. Oh yeah, I'm a mage. I'm a bean slinger. You deftly dispatched that trio of serpents. I got a couple of skins off them as well. Yo, I am making out like a bandit right now. Money-wise, I am rich. I already have like 2,500 meat right now. Meat. Start wondering. Let's see what we find. Hugh Hoofner gets a little skittish, and a few minutes later you understand why. A low Nordic drone signals the existence of a nearby hive of Viking bees. You hop down and follow your ears to the source. You extract as much honey as you can before the stinging gets unbearable. I got some mead. Oh, because it's Nordic bees. No, there's a Dutch oven mine that has the fart jokes. Off the trail's shoulder, you see some ancient petroglyphs carved into a rock. Translate them. They seem to translate to My Seventh's the Seventh of Guardian Stone. Intriguing. I wonder if that's a reference to something. Jewelry shop. Excellent. Oh, Gary is hearing about this. A goblin jewelry making. Really? Yes, a famous goblin artisan. Well, now I'm intrigued. The goblin knows how to work jewels. Oh my god, that goblin's wearing a monocle. Oh, hello, a customer. Why, hello, welcome to Master Gerald's jewelry shop. Howdy, are you Master Gerald? Oh, no, Master Gerald is back there at his workbench. I'm just an assistant and translator. Goblin jewelsmith?
You betting your britches, missy, and not forgetting it.
He says the right. Or she says that's right. The finest jeweler in the territory. Well, what do you know? I don't see anything on display, though. Master Gerald only does bespoke work. If you bring in a sufficiently valuable gemstone, we'll craft into a fine ring for you for a fee.
No trash rocks.
Here's what I got. Wow, I've got a lot. You... Not yet. Oh, never mind. I take stuff from your abode. Eyebrows getting kind of wild. Pluck 'em. That's better. Must be the assistant's toilet. It doesn't have enough rusty scrap metal bolted into the to be a goblin toilet.
Take that, toilet.
A goblin's bed. Maybe. Oh, interesting. We have this place now. Shaggy Dog Cave, my voice is up for it. I don't know. I'm sure I'm going to thrash my voice playing Bloodborne here in a little bit, so... Oh, we found bees again. Hang on, did we ever actually, like, talk to anyone in Frisco? I don't remember. I think we did. Fort Unnecessary. See familiar outline of an army fort, and zag Hugh Hoofner toward it to investigate. The sign says Fort Unnecessary. We'll check it out. It's right next to Frisco. So yeah, no, the Shaggy Dog Cave may not be a thing that's happening. Somebody arranged these cannons haphazardly and then left them out in the rain. Don't use them. I know some, actually, that's not a story I don't feel comfortable talking about. One is, it was a cannon accident because it was rusty and old. A harried-looking young woman in a military outfit darts in front of the door as you enter. Oh, no. I can't be having any more misfits in this jerk ward. You can either swear to me that you're halfway competent, heck, even a quarter, and that you'll help out this crew of no-hopers, or you can turn right back around and march double time. Sure, I'll help. I'm gonna hold you to that promise. Come on in. I'm Captain Harriet Davenport. My name's Allie Way. What's the problem, Cap? Problems? Welcome to Camp Foo Bar, where all the Army's idiots and rejects are sent so they're out of the way. I've had it up to my eyeballs trying to run this place. Please help these morons figure out their malfunction so they can muster out of here and leave me in peace. Can you give me some details? I need to talk to them individually for more information, but the brief is we've got a scout who's blind as a bat, a cook who can't figure out how to make corned beef hash on toast, a guy who can't load and fire a cannon without blowing it up or maybe shooting it backwards, a guy who somehow, and I can't for the life of me figure it out, is too bow-legged to ride a horse, and a kid who was sent here because he can't figure out how to tie a bow tie. Just to put the icing on the cake, we have infinite goblins living in our storage shed. Wow, okay, I begin to see the scope of your complaint. Girl, you are not just whistling Dixie. So what did you do to get sent here? You can hear her teeth grinding as she growls at you. Do not ask. Okay, well, I'll just have a look around and I'll see what I can do. This guy squints real hard as you approach. Howdy, do I know you? Your fuzzy silhouette don't seem familiar. Nope, I'm just passing through. What do you do here? I'm supposed to be a scout, but I went and broke my only pair of glasses, so without them I can't see a dang thing. Try to get you a new pair. Well, they much obliged. I hear there's a jeweler not too far from here. I just met him. He'll probably grind me a pair of lenses, just tell him to make them thick as the dickens. See what I can do. We'll do that now, actually, before I forget. Oh, chat crashed. Yeah, I do know Frisco is the end game. I remember that from beating it not too long ago. Need to deal with the cows? Oh. It's so complicated, though. It involves getting infected. It's like, I was looking it up the other day when I was trying to just refresh my mind on how this game works so we didn't get stuck anywhere. Dealing with the cows is a giant pain in the ass. Goblin suddenly runs up with an armload of driftwood and dumps it out in front of you.
Hello, look, sculptures I am making. You are buying an art, yes?
Well,
buying an art or killing?
Hey, Gary, go deal with that. Gary attempts to placate the suddenly seething goblin, but it doesn't go super well.
Talking down at prices, but going crazy if not buying.
Driftwood.
Hat?
You give the goblin 250 meat and pick up a piece of driftwood with a chin strap on it. Okay. Alright, cool. We got a hat out of that. Let's see. There's a sculpture of a hat, or maybe a little turtle. Either way, it symbolizes the eternal struggle to not get hurt by a falling coconut. I know that struggle well. Hold up. How does it compare to the hat I'm wearing? Ooh, not even close. Not even close. It was just armor. Driftwood makes the best hat for some reason. I need a pair of eyeglasses for a nearly blind watchtower lookout. Can you guys make them for me? The clerk translates the question for Master Gerald, who thinks about it and then nods.
Having some old soda bottles for grinding down should working fine.
He says yes, we have some glass of the finest optical quality. Is 500 meat acceptable? Shit, sure, fine. The clerk invites you to have a seat in their leading area, while Master Gerald gets to work cutting and grinding some glass into lenses and setting them into wireframes. You flip through a Goblin magazine while you wait. The lead article seems to be about social interaction with humans and the value of occasionally pretending to be dumber than you actually are.
I knew it! Okay, close enough for government working.
Master Gerald has completed your spectacles with the utmost degree of craftsmanship. Here you are. Very thick spectacles. Does it say it's thick as the Dickens, though? The lenses in these spectacles are so thick you'd reckon they'd see let a feller see behind himself. Alright, sure. That's how that works, yeah, that's sure. Gotcha. Beautiful. For whatever reason, Driftwood gives me the ultimate defense. You're ambushed by a cow who is hiding behind a nearby billboard. Big billboard, big cow. What was the billboard to? I want to know. Oh shit, alright, I forgot how Buffalo Bill works. He actually, reduces them down by exactly half. No matter what their health is. I found out that's how he works. It's just he always reduces enemy health by half. You made hamburger of that cow. No, I mean, figuratively. Maybe I should have chosen a different idiom. I can see now how that might be confusing. Oh, I should spend my XP. Jesus Christ, it gave me a lot of meat. Cool. So how do I get my character sheet up again? Oh, it was L. Okay. I need some Moxie. What do I need in order to, do stuff? I need Outfox and 5. Rather, I want Outfox and 5. And Dirty Poker. You've learned how to cheat at the weird variant of poker they play in these parts. Go me. Safe crack. I want that Outfox and 5. That seems like it would be useful. Hey Raven, welcome back. How are you? Howdy, Cap. Anyway, still a lot of misfits here that need dealt with. Who's left? Uh-oh. 10-4, I'll take care of it. Let's see. Man, I can't see a dang thing without my glasses. Yeah, I'm the one who went to find you a new pair. All right, any luck with that? Here, try these on. He takes the glasses and puts them on, then looks around blinking. Well, me. Never realized what a dump this place is. He climbs up to the top of the watchtower and peers out over the countryside. They work! I can see a dang thing! Hooray! Great. Look at him. Cool. Ooh, goodness. Great. What's up? Did you get your account taken care of? There's a nameplate on the desk that says General What's-His-Name. Investigate. The desk is basically empty, but you do find an old medal discarded in one of the drawers. Medal of Adequacy. This medal was awarded to General Francois What's-His-Name for his wholly undistinguished service. Sweet Jesus. Something tells me he was underappreciated. God damn. 5 to everything? Or 7 to everything? Rather, that's what that number is. Howdy. Hi, what's wrong?
Oh, gee willikers. I had a pretty good job as the general's personal assistant, but I got fired and reassigned here.
What happened?
Everything was great at first. I'm pretty good at scheduling, and I can write shorthand, and I'm an A-plus boot polisher. Then the general went and decided he'd look more serious and sophisticated with a bow tie, and he expected me to do the tying for him.
No good?
Nope. I can do a sheep shank and a bow line and a clover hitch, but for the life of me, I can't get a bow tie to look right. The general sent me out here with one to practice on and said not to come back till I'd got it.
45 moxie. What do I have to boost my moxie? God, I need 13 more moxie. My liver can only take one more thing. Let's see. We want to add to moxie. Stetson, that might do it. think I got the best I've gotten equipped. It's gonna make us look weird for just a moment. It should hopefully. Ooh! Alright, I'll work with that. Let's see. Is that offhand? Yeah. Ah, that did it. Alright. Okay. Help him out. Okay, here. Grab the two ends like this, right? You want this side a little shorter, and that end crosses over top, and then under and up, and while the other side does a sort of a zigzag, see? Then you bring the upper bit straight down and back around, and it folds under there, and then you pull them tight. Got it?
I think so. Let me try it.
The two of you go back and forth a few times until he finally gets it right without poking himself in the eye.
I think I got it. Thanks a lot. Wait till I show the general.
He runs out of the building, waving the bow tie in the air. Good luck, friend. What's up, Drake? Wait. Oh, you got your account back. Hell yeah. Alright, cool. I'm stoked that happened. That was such a weird thing that happened. Like, it was weird and it was stupid. It was my fork. Where's my fork? Where'd my fork go? My tuna fork. Oh, maybe it was that. Hey, Chibi. How are you? Oh, I'm doing fantastic, actually. Now, hopefully, as I was saying earlier, hopefully, Bloodborne will be done downloading by the time that we get to the break, and hopefully that we'll have finished this by the time we get to the break. Howdy, Private. Howdy, Private Cooker. How appropriate. Well, it would be if I knew how to cook, like, even a little bit. That seems to be the trouble. Oh my god, 2 ingredients here, and I cannot for the life of me figure out how to combine them. What are the ingredients? Corned beef hash and toast. Try to help him with a metaphor? What if you thought of the toast as... pick one, a shingle. He nods, seeming to understand where you're going with this. I'm glad he does. I think of the corned beef as a corn cob pot. Shinola, your head, or a hole in the ground. Let's see. Shingle, and your head. So I should put the corned beef hat under... Sorry, I don't get it. Can we try again? Sure, let's try again. Your elbow. Shinola. Nope, that's not it. Shingle. Shinola. Wait a minute. What if you shine the shoe with Shinola? Oh. Oh, okay. Of course. I put the corned beef on the toast. Just like Shinola on a shoe. I get it now. Thank you. Cool. Shouldn't take their food, they'll probably never be able to get any more. Oh, yeah, they are that incompetent, aren't they? Be cruel to loot these people's supplies. You gotta try to help them. This horse has 4 left legs. Okay. Howdy, they call me Private Bowlegs. I can see why. You seem uncomfortable. You ain't kidding. Look at my legs. They've been out so far I can hardly touch both knees at once. Walking hurts like a dickens. Captain said it keeps you from riding a horse? Yep, 2 wide horses right out of between them. I think I could ride a mule, though, with them being tagged lower in the ground. You don't need a mule, this is fixable. Hold still a minute. Huh? Well, okay. With some grunts from... With some grunts from you and some cries of pain from him, you normalize his legs. Ow, great jumping Jiminy, woman! Oh, don't be a baby. Look, they're much straighter now. Yes, I can't deny that. He winces as he mounts the nearby horse and rides it. Oh, I never actually read that. The sign on the front says important gun storage, no goblins. You open the door a crack and take a peek. Naturally, the shed is crammed full of goblins. To the ceiling, they're barely recognizable as individual goblins. Oh, jeez. Oh, what? What Gary's seeing? Gary takes a peek and reels back in shock, slamming the door. Ah, gross! Awful! A goblin popping in there, maybe two. Is that what happened? All those spores and nowhere to going, all growing into new goblins, and they just smooshing all up? Ugh. Ugh. Howdy, what's the haps? I'm supposed to be a cannoneer, but I'm terrible at loading cannons. They always explode. Except not the way they're supposed to explode, or else they don't explode at all. Huh? The only way I get one to fire right, the only time I ever got one to fire right, the cannonball knocked my sergeant's hat off, and he was standing behind me. I still can't figure out how that happened. So they assigned me to this loser squad and said I can't report back from proper duty until I've figured out how to load a cannon right. I have a book. Here, maybe this will help. Oh, huh. Let's see. He flips through the pages which have big numbered diagrams. Oh, you take the stick back out before you put the cannonball in? Well, certainly sounds easier. Let him figure it out. Carefully follows along the directions of the book and successfully fires a cannonball over the wall of the fort. I did. Wow, great! Thanks a lot! I'm gonna go get my new assignment right away. Cool, good luck with that. I noticed that I'm doing this with my arms when I walk like that. Great job, that's everyone dealt with and out of here. That means I'm finally out of this hellhole too. If we ever cross paths again, I really owe you one. Captain Davenport frisbees her clipboard, slaps you a salute, and marches out of the fort. All in a day's work. Sweet. Alrighty. See you in a bit, Opera. Can I take their stuff now? But nobody's here. Alright, well, we took care of that. I got a lot of XP now. So now we can get out foxing. Smarter than a box of rocks. Minimum, I hope. This game is weird, but my god, it's funny. The hair on your back of your neck stands up as you realize you've ridden into the midst of a herd of ghostly floating cowheads. Further, some ranchers, in a desperate effort to avoid the homecoming, deliberately drove their entire herds into the ocean. That's what happened here. It didn't work, and these cows are very angry about it. And really, can you blame them? It's pretty messed up. Anyway, this herd of ghost cowheads. What's your move here? Fight them. Struggle to talk about them, but we will fight them. 78 cold damage. Well, Gary killed it, so. Just smack it. I can. Hit the ghost with a fork. You either sent those ghost cows onto a peaceful afterlife or back to the eternal fires of hell. Either way, they're not your problem anymore. Excellent. Rest in peace, cows. What's going on, Smee? This fancy pants calls himself the Emperor, and he won't let us build our tracks up to the station. You see if you can talk some sense into him. I'm on it. What's up, dude? Who the heck are you? I'm Emperor Norton. I'm in charge of this city, and you can't build any tracks here without my permission. What is he like, Sir Didymus? From Labyrinth? An emperor? Where's your crown, then? As it happens, I lost my dang crown. Full thing didn't fit right anyway. But without it, I can't issue any official permits, and that means no rails for you. Thus, of course, you were to give me a new crown. A properly fitting one. I don't have any crowns. Sorry. Well, I guess that just tears it, don't it? So not only do you not get that permit, but also, He reaches into his pocket and grabs a handful of powder, which he throws in your face. Your eyes burn.
Ha! Have a taste of my famous antivirus, sucker!
Your vision goes all weird and you pass out.
What was that?
When you come to, Norton is gone and so is the train. Oh, God. Lord have mercy. Where'd the train go? That lunatic stole it. He drove it off somewhere into the desert. Norton's gone off the rails. He points to a set of deep ruts off to the side of the railroad tracks. You walk over to investigate, but you can't see it because of this weird hexagon thing your eyes are doing. Should probably get that checked out, boss. That Norton feller said something about an antivirus. Oh! Ugh, I hope this doesn't count as promotion. Maybe someone around here knows something about that? Yeah, probably. Ew, this is weird. Oh, that is... Ooh. Nope, antivirus, given to me by an Emperor Norton. Word on the street is that Projectionist 1 and 2 is already in the works. It's a nice station, too bad there's no train that runs to it yet. Oh yeah, I need to take care of that. This is screwing my eyes so hard. Oh jeez. You don't look well. Ugh, yeah, and I can't see well either. Oh no, did that rascal Norton do this to you? He was raving about some sort of antivirus earlier. Any idea how I can fix this? You know the feller by the name of Roy Bean? I do, actually. One that collects all kinds of jelly beans? I think maybe he's got one that made of honey, and that and that could help with your predicament. That makes 0 sense, but I suppose I don't have a better plan. Let's get going. We can deal with that now. Oh, we'll deal with that now, and we'll come back to that. Oh, I see a spit. Roy Bean, where did you live? There you are. Yeah, it took me a minute, too. An odd flash of light nearby prompts you to stop and investigate. You discover a goblin with a strange hinged board covered with shiny foil, which they're using to reflect sunlight into a pair of leather boots. Hey, hello, what doing?
Tanning. I'm a tanner.
How'd Gary do with it? Gary and the goblin chat for a bit. It seems like the goblin is eager to talk about the art of tanning leather, and Gary isn't very interested. After time, Gary turns back to you and shrugs. Bless.
Is a tanner like saying, boots for sale, wanting them?
How much?
One
boots. How much do they want for the boots?
250 meats.
Sure, I'll buy them. You purchase the boots from the goblin, who seems very excited to have made a sale. Overly tanned boots. I have no idea what that means, but I'm sure it's a leatherworking issue. Oh god. Oh, what do they do to me, too? Shit. 7 to Moxie and 1 AP. Forgive me, it's hard to read. These are better for me. Ugh, God. Help. Howdy, Allie. Thanks again for helping me get back on my jelly beans. Mention it. What was it, this one? Single yellow jelly bean in this case with a sign that says Paraguayan murder bee honey jelly bean. Very rare. 6,000 meat. Am I gonna be stuck like this for a while? Does this jelly bean really cost 6,000 meat? Well, normally it does, yes, but I guess seeing as how you helped me out with them bandits and goblins and damn dirty hippies, let's call her 5. Oh. 5 meat? Really? Yeah, I reckon. Better buy it in a hurry before I change my mind. Okay, sure. You end over the meat, but you almost feel bad because of the depth of the discount. Shit, you're telling me. Rare and expensive jelly bean made from the honey of the Paraguayan murder bee. You eat the jelly bean and your vision immediately clears. Modern medicine is really amazing. Oh, thank God. That was unbearable. Ugh. Well, we didn't have to deal with that very long. Come to a fork in the road. A pair of twins are standing near a sign that says, Warning, vicious bears. You ask the guys which path is safe, and they say they'd be glad to tell you, but one of them always lies and the other always tells the truth. It's all this tricky riddle. You suggest kicking both men repeatedly in the junk until they can agree which... And they both point to the left. Oh my god. I'm a bitch, aren't I? Why did that take so much mysticality? I'll be a new face. I'm Cluncy. Make yourself at home. Thanks, I'm alleyway. We've already introduced each other. New to town? I've been helping Manifest Destiny get the rail tracks laid. We're very, very close, but haven't quite finished yet. Sounds like you could use a drink. Clowncy? I sure could. Clowncy? Clooncy. What you got? New Amsterdam. Muscle, Mysticality, Moxie. Alright. Cool. So the huge brawl going on over there. One of them failures are always blowing off steam. I just let them go ahead and get their aggressions out. As long as they keep it over there, away from what furniture I got left. I see. What can you tell me about Frisco? Old fine town, spelled by the name of San Francisco, founded it way back when the mines first opened out this way, and everyone called it the fever. Mining fever? Yep, the kind you get from breathing too much dirt. Frisco was a doctor, you see. Gotcha. Goodbye, Baran. This lady has a rock in her whiskey. Ask her. Whiskey on the rocks, huh? That was a little funny the first time I heard it today. So by now it should be a laugh riot, right? Mm-hmm. Seriously though, why are you ruining that whiskey with that rock? I'm not here to drink, I'm doing important research. What kind of research do you do? I'm testing the effects of various liquids on hypercrystalline thymomorphic diorites. Today's liquid is ethanol. Maybe I'm going out on a limb here, but I'm guessing you're some kind of scientist. Good guess. Specifically, I'm an arcanogeologist. Arcano. Magical rocks? Hey, not bad. You got it in one. Dr. Josie Morton, at your service. Hi, I'm Allie Way, but my second guess was going to be buttholes, but rocks don't have those. Not typically, no. Any relation to that? Have you met the professor? The guy researching El Vibrato out by Gustavsen Gulch? That's him. His work is really intriguing, but our fields of study don't overlap as much as you'd expect. No? I thought El Vibrato would be right up your alley. There's all kinds of magical rocks and that stuff. Yeah, but those rocks were heavily modified by the El Vibratoans. My interest is in magical rocks in their naturally occurring state. Ah, I see. How's your whiskey experiment going? Not great, but to be honest, I wasn't expecting much. This test should really be done with pure ethanol, but it's too hard to get that out here. So I'm trying whiskey just for the heck of it, but the impurities in it would screw up my findings even if I had any. That's a shame. Hey, your rock just turned blue. Well, that's unrelated. Hypercrystalline thymomorphic diorite turns blue every 23 minutes. I have a colleague who patented a design for a watch based on that property of it, but a 23-minute watch isn't very useful. Plus, you know, the whole cancer thing. Cancer? Yeah, did you think I wasn't drinking this because of the flavor? It's because I don't want a tumor that can yell its own name. Need any help with your experiments? Sure, I can always use more samples. If you find any interesting rocks, bring them by my house. What counts as interesting? I haven't seen any rocks that turn blue. Well, just anything a rock doesn't ordinarily do. Moving around on its own, defying gravity, displaying rudimentary intelligence. How about a rock that plays a banjo? Yeah. Have you seen a rock that plays a banjo? No, I was just what-ifing. Jeez Louise, don't get my hopes up like that. Well, I'll swing by if I find any interesting rocks. Alrighty, thanks. Hope to see you soon. She pays her tab, fishes the rock out of her whiskey, and leaves. You decide there's no sense in throwing the bathwater out with the baby, so you pocket the whiskey. Whiskey without the rocks. Oh boy, another spittoon, let's go! What's with the excitement? I've given up. This is the last spittoon in the game, and I'm not going to try to convince you not to be the most disgusting person on Earth anymore. Let's go. Let's do this. Yeah, search that filthy spittoon. You kneel down on the floor and throw your arms around the spittoon, giving the greasy brass bucket a great big hug. How about a kiss? Would you like to kiss it? You know it, baby. You pucker up and give the spittoon a great big kiss right on the rim. Is their tongue? Ew. Well, I'll leave that up to you, but even without it, it tastes like a burning horse. I love it. I know you do, friend, and if it were legal in this county, I'd let you marry that spittoon and have a beautiful, romantic honeymoon night with it. But unfortunately, you're going to have to settle with wearing it as a hat. Yes, please. You flip that beautiful brass bucket over and slap it onto your head, drenching yourself in hot brown tobacco spit. It washes down over your face and hair like a sewage waterfall, soaking your clothes, running down your collar, and slithering into your underwear, and filling your boots. Can't even force myself to describe it in any more detail than that. You are the world's foulest human being. Congratulations. Hooray! What does it do for me? Compared to 8 mysticality. The spittoon hat. Which is generally better for me. This is a spittoon hat, which is to say it is a spittoon that you've turned upside down and placed on top of your head. We're gonna wear it. Alright. Why does it not say spit upside down? Hey, Ollie, welcome to the stream. Hope you have a good time here. Hope your day's going well.
Was this spit backwards as tips?
Thank you. Appreciate that. This is something you found on the ground in Frisco, which means that in the absolute best case scenario, it's garbage. You read the garbage, it turns out to be a flyer for a comedy shack up north of Frisco. You jot down the location on your map and throw the flyer away. Wasco's Comedy Shack. Alright. We crab walk our way over to Wasco. That's out in the middle of goddamn nowhere. The middle of the woods is not where you would expect to find a goblin with a big pompadour haircut, wearing a spangly sequined suit and cape and doing a dance that involves a lot of pelvis thrusts and butt wiggling. But yeah, that's what you found. Hello? Oh, it's Galvis! Why, hello there, glad to meet you. Oh, I don't know what's real anymore. You're not hearing of Galvis, the most famous of goblin entertainers? Well, thanking you very much. Will singing a song for us? Why, sure, they're not here for practicing anyway. The goblin sings a rowdy honky-tonk style song that you can't follow very well, but it seems to be either about a jail or a hotel and either some shoes or a dog. Talk politely. Well, thank you very much. Gary gets Galvis's autograph and the two of you continue on your way. Being so great, wasn't it? A little odd for my taste, but maybe they're just ahead of their time. About 100 years. Welcome back, Opera. Hey, what's up? Let's see. I think this is where I'm living on Crazy Squirrel Man's. What now? Crazy Squirrel Man's. You seeing? Hey, Wasco. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Wasco Shafter's the name and comedy's a game. Are you here for a real thigh-slapping good time? Hit me. Okay, so a skeleton walks into a bar, and the bartender says... wait, it's a horse, not a skeleton. Sorry. Anyway, after that, the bartender asks the horse, hey, why's your face so long, buddy? That's it. Wasco takes a bow. Want to hear another one? Hit me. Alright, a guy walks into a bar, and the bartender says, yeah, sorry, we don't serve goblins here. Oh, wait, I forgot to mention, the guy's a goblin. Anyway, the end. Seriously? Want to hear another one? Not really, but here we go. Okay, here's a good one. Take my wife, please. Please? Oh my god. How many of these are there? Anyway, I just flew in from Canada, which is weird, right? Because people can't fly? Except for in balloons or gliders, I guess. We won't have any actual airplanes for at least another couple of decades, anyway. Okay. Want to hear another one? Wasco, you're real bad at this. What? No, I'm not. You're bad at the stuff you do. Dumb things, probably. Come on, let me tell you another one. I feel like there's more to this. Okay, so a guy walks into a bar, and he asks for a beer and a mop. The bartender says, what's the mop for? The guy replies, because I'm a skeleton. Keep going. Boy, it was really, really cold yesterday. Supposed to ask me how cold it was. Okay. And here's a classic. What was it? 4 legs in the morning, and 2 legs in the afternoon, and 3 legs at night. What's a human? A man. Ba-dum-bum-tish. Seriously, you aren't good at comedy. Shut up. I'm great at jokes. No, you aren't. But what about my... Your timing is terrible. Timing! So my Uncle Alex thinks he's a chicken, and my wife suggested we should take him to a psychiatrist. I said maybe we should take him to a regular doctor. Because I'm pretty sure it shouldn't be possible for a regular human man to lay eggs. Well, you're right about that. This has to keep going. So I got a job as a manager on a baseball team, and all the players have weird names. There's one guy literally named Who, and another one called I don't know. Abbott and Costello reference. Appreciate it. Keep going. Oh, you're starting to loop yourself. Okay. Oh, I'm sincerely telling you, you should quit. Alright. Fine, I admit it. Can't tell jokes worth a darn. What else am I supposed to do, though? You're a pretty decent banjo player. The jewel in Dirtwater could use a banjo. Huh. Okay, yeah, that sounds pretty good. Can't be much worse. It'll on over shortly. Thanks for the idea. Okay, we got a... Nope, I'm not hearing no more of that. Alright, well, we did that. Apparently there was a point. All the ways hideaway. Shows a shoulder. My last R-E-S. Speak to the ones that alone. blood splatter is disturbingly squirrel-shaped. Huh? Okay, Raven, take it easy. Hopefully we'll see you later, okay?
Oh, howdy. My name's Holloway, Ab Holloway. Sorry for the chittering. I ain't seen another person in a long time.
Not surprising, this place is pretty secluded. What do you do here?
Mostly I sell pine cones to squirrels.
He frowns.
Well, I used to.
Huh, well, alright. Holloway choosing something he had stored away in one of his cheeks. I found this silver pin.
Oh, dang it. I was hoping not to see that again. I locked it up with the keys inside on purpose. Too many bad memories. Appreciate the intention. That's real kind of you. But go ahead and keep it.
Is it something to do with why you live out here all the way out here with squirrels?
I just don't feel comfortable in regular society no more.
Something to do with his old pickaxe? It has your initials on it, and I found it in the same mine as your pin is from.
Oh my god, no, I didn't do nothing.
He starts chattering wildly and squirrel. Wow, whoa, okay, sorry, I'm putting it away, never mind. Holloway grabs a paper bag from under the counter and hyperventilates into it for a bit. Eventually he calms down, though. He still has some kind of a wild look in his eyes.
So, welcome to my shop. What can I do for you?
Well, what happened to the squirrels?
One day they were here, the next day they were bloodstains. I had the creepiest dream that night.
The little girl with big, empty, white eyes jumped in through my bedroom window and asked me if I wanted to have a tea party. Uh-oh. I did that. Let's talk about something else. See what you're selling. God. Whip-on bow tie. Oh! I could have used this for the dude guy. It's a pine cone. Pine trees usually use them for reproduction. Animals use them for food, and grandmothers use them for making decorative little owls. Sure, I'll buy it. Looks important. Okay, well, I've forgotten how to move on. You slam on Hugh Hoofner's brakes because you're pretty sure you just saw a floating banana. When you hop down to investigate, it turns out it's not floating, but perched precariously atop a thin stalk. Picking it could be risky. Do it. Got a banana. Give me a plus to attack. Banana is nature's perfect banana. Wow. Some kind of drilling machine. It seems to have taken a real beating. This doesn't seem natural. With a hexagonal rock. Ooh, that flickering's gonna hurt my eyes. Some weird-looking boots on this workbench. Investigate. Hey, Josie, what's up with those boots? Oh, it's just an invention I lost interest in. What do? They're supposed to make you run really fast, but I couldn't get any significant boost out of them. You're so close, though. Oh, yeah? Sure, you just gotta hook up the wire to the spring, twist the flange a little, and Bob's your uncle. Oh, huh. Clever. Well, I'm still not interested in them, and you can keep them if you want. I got boost boots. What do they do? Plus 5 to speed. These boots are augmented with various electrical thingamajigs. Wearing them is like having somebody constantly shooting at your heels. Oops. Versus 3 speed, maximum AP. Ew. I like my AP. I had no idea there were so many books about rocks. Water in this vanity has been replaced with some kind of solvent. It's a bed made of stone. A bedrock. This is really committed to the whole geology thing. This was once a dining table, but now it's just a bad horizontal filing cabinet. This rock is clearly something special. Hey there, Dr. Morton. Oh, hi, Allie. Did you find any interested rocks for me? Not yet, but I'm keeping an eye out. I appreciate it. Oh. Let's see. Pretty sure I need to go back to Frisco. So, to move on, I need to do something in Frisco. Oof. Oh, right. Okay, these are the telltale signs of a train robbery. You jump onto Hugh Hoofner's back and ride like the wind, following the railroad tracks back into the desert. When you finally catch up, you stand up on Hugh Hoofner's saddle and leap into the back of the train like a real badass, just barely catching the edge of the roof and pulling yourself up. Here's hoping you don't have to do that again. Your stuntman could have been killed. I didn't even see it, though. Looks like Gary decided not to join you on account of not having a stuntman, so you're on your own until you get back to Frisco. Oh, it's a solo mission. Ooh, there's some stuff. Barrel is labeled hand fruit. Someone's carefully stacked these crates with this end up, arrows all pointing in different directions. Jackasses. This barrel is labeled nubs. This barrel is labeled pickled crackers. Damn it. Hold up. Not enough. So go over to the next card and it's locked. An unpickable plot brand lock. Ha ha! Ha ha ha! Ha ha! Ha ha ha! You're feeling neither fair nor square. Take the train back by force. Wow. There you go. Catches fail. Bob's your own.
I've had just about enough of you.
You've kicked this whole Norton problem down the road a ways. I mean, down the train a ways. I mean, he ran a ways further down the route with the train. Thank you. Whoa. God, somebody has built a rickety-ass bridge between these train cars. It's very safe and not panic-inducing at all. I agree. Oh. Hold up, let's just keep going. Sneak up behind him. You guys are too preoccupied with the door to the rear of the car that they didn't notice you prowling around behind them. I need 50 moxie. On the back has a shiny key attached to his belt. It must be the key to the dining car because it has dining car stamped into it in big letters big enough to read from here. I don't want a menu, so screw it. Thanks, Buffalo Bill. Do this. You do so much shit. Oh, dear God, they have like no health. I should have checked first. Those guys have burgled their last train. Got the key to the dining car from the leader's belt. Excellent. This way. Ooh, nice flowers. It's got one of those fancy silver dome things on it. You never wanted anything more in your life than you want to lift up this dome and see what's under it. But you're not sure you can muster the amount of culinary expertise it requires to properly reveal a dish of such presumed quality. Do it. Et voila. Oh, it's just a cream pie. Shaving cream. What kind of lunatics are running the food service on this train? Ugh. The table looks like it got jostled around in some kind of a scuffle, but the flowers are still standing. The table didn't deserve flowers. The door between the dining car and the sleeper car is welded shut. That's unhealthy. Hey, Norton. Wait, what? There's Norton. You got a clear shot of him from here if you want to throw that pie at him. Throw the cream pie! Cursed! Oh, really? You're just gonna take that? Messily scrawled note. The note says, I've hidden the key to the forward passenger car in my luggage to make it easier for me to murder everyone in the sleeper car. Generally the train murderer. P.S. Come to the roof for the sleeper car in the next 55 minutes if you want to murder it. Crazy. One of these sleeping compartments must belong to the murderer. Maybe it's this first one? You open the door to the first passenger compartment. The sole occupant is a little boy about 10 years old wearing a blue suit and knickerbockers. I don't know what that is. Oh, hello, ma'am. Is something wrong? Nothing you need to worry about, kid. I'm on the trail of a bad guy. Do you mean a murderer, ma'am? I'm pretty sure there's one on this train, and they don't call me the world's greatest detective for nothing. What's your name, kid? Probably shouldn't say, ma'am. There might be a copyright thing. Oh, is this a reference to something? Oh, okay. Okay, well, I'm pretty sure I can handle this. Just let me ask you one question, and then you should lock your door after I'm gone. I understand, ma'am. What would you like to know? Are you on the roof of the train? Excuse me? The murderer left a note saying he's on the roof of the train. Are you? No, ma'am. I'm in my passenger compartment. Right, good. No deal. Excellent. There's the second one. You open the door in the second passenger compartment and look inside. There's a portly man in a dapper gray suit with a tiny, meticulously waxed mustache. And not, I'd like to clarify, an enormous bushy one. Excusez-moi, is there some way I might be of assistance, madame? Sorry to bother you, there's a murder on the loose and I'm checking the passenger compartments. Sacre bleu! This is very serious, mon ami. Allow me to proffer to you the use of my little voicelles. I don't know what that means. Thank you. No, thank you. Let me just ask you one question. Why, certainly, I am at your service. Are you on the roof of the train? The roof of the train, madame? Right now? That's right. No, I am here in conversation with you. Good, that's all. You open the door to the third passenger compartment and find nobody inside. Since the note from the murderer said he was going to be on the roof of the train, that means he couldn't be in this passenger compartment. And since there's no one inside this passenger compartment, whoever the compartment belongs to can only, by process of elimination, be on the roof! Which means the person who rented this compartment must be the murderer. Probably. The only clue you find in here is a luggage ticket, though. It has the number 3 on it. This one. The only passenger in this compartment is a middle-aged woman who is writing something in a notebook. She looks up as you enter and greets you with a friendly northeastern accent. Why, hello, is there something you need, dear? Sorry to bother you, ma'am, and I don't want to alarm you, but there's a murderer on board the train and I'm investigating. A murderer on the train? My goodness, that would be a wonderful premise for my next novel. Sure, why not? Anyway, I just need to ask you one question. Go right ahead, dear. According to the evidence, the murderer is on the roof of the train. Are you on the roof of the train? No. No, dear. Would you like a meat pie? They're homemade. No, thanks. Just have a look at this playing card before you go. Goodbye. Find the bag number 3 and has the key to the forward passenger car inside. That's very strong corroborating evidence for the theory of who the murderer is. I should probably go deal with him, shouldn't I? Oh, yeah, that's him. Alright. The train murderer, as advertised. Charge him! Jump on him. Listen to me, sir. Are you on the roof of the train? Collecting evidence. It's like I'm Phoenix Wright or something. You put an end to the train murderer's reign of murder. You rifle through his pockets. They're empty except for his luggage tag. Turns out his tag number is 3. Hooray! I did it quickly. There we go, I dealt with that. Moving on. You finally make it to the passenger car, one car back from the locomotive, which may be confusing if you thought locomotive meant the entire train. So you could just say the engine, except that also refers to the engine itself, that is, and the actual steam engine that makes the train go, and not just the frontmost part of the train. Anyway, you're in the passenger car. Suddenly, Norton clambers in the window. He must have dramatically clung to the side of the train in order to reveal at the last minute that he hadn't actually been defeated. Dang it! He runs into the frontmost car of the train and locks the door. What a jerk! Maybe you could get some of the passengers to help break the door down and arrest him? Or maybe you just kick the door down and shoot him until he can't bother anybody anymore. Up to you. Let's see what this requires. This guy is totally pranticking, which is a word I just made up that means ranting in a frantic panic. Everyone else is ignoring him as hard as they can. Talk to him. Hey buddy, you okay? It's all a lie! We're never gonna get to Frisco! Frisco probably doesn't even exist! They've been testing to see how long we can survive on complimentary peanuts and bottled water! And now they're driving us into the desert at some kind of government camp! They're gonna use our organs to fuel alien flying machines! I can smack him! Whap, whap, whap! What? Sorry. I guess I lost it for a moment there. Feel better? He rubs his jaw. Well, yes and no. Listen, we're gonna get to Frisco, but first we gotta bust into the locomotive up front and arrest a crazy guy. I need some volunteers. Okay, I'm in. If I have to sit here doing nothing for much longer, I'll probably flip out again. Cool. And I got you on my side. Cool. Someone just ignores you. This professional-looking guy is frowning at a sheet of paper and occasionally scribbling on it with a pencil and then just erasing what he wrote. Excuse me, can you help me with something? Sorry, I'm busy. Ask my wife or my daughter. God knows she could do something to keep her occupied. What are you working on? It's quite academic. I'm sure you wouldn't understand. Try me. If you must know, I'm a scholar of form and antiquities. I'm attempting to resolve this ancient conundrum from the Far East. There's a sheet of paper covered with little boxes, some of which have numbers in them. Oh, you're doing Sudoku. Seppuku, yeah. It's a Sudoku. My little brother thinks they're for babies. What? Look, this box can't be a 3 or a 7 because you got these there and there, so it has to be a 4, which means it's 5 here and 9 here. And if that's a 9, then it can't be, so it's a 7, and that one's a 2. You quickly fill in the rest of the puzzle. Well, damn it, what fun is it if you just solve it for me? Sorry, will you help me break down the door to the engine and arrest the Emperor? Guess I got nothing better to do now. Cool. Let's do. This woman is focusing on her knitting and ignoring the general commotion. She must have been knitting the whole trip because the scarf she's made could have accommodated a whole marching band. Excuse me, ma'am? Whatever it is, I want no part of it. I keep myself to myself, and I've no desire to get involved. Thank you very much. Come on, this is important! The crazy guy's told the train, and I need help arresting him or you never get to Frisco. I'm sure everything will sort itself out at the end, and in the meantime I have plenty of wool. Felt her pride. Ma'am, is that your daughter? Yes, she is. What about her? What would you like her memory of this absurdly long train ride to be? That her mother was a hero who helped stop the bad guy, or that she sat powerlessly knitting while the men folk did everything? What sort of role model would you prefer to be? That is tantamount to emotional extortion, young lady. It's your choice, man. Fine. Okay, good. This overweight man in a three-piece suit and a bowler hat is probably a banker or something. His eyes are closed and his posture is relaxed, but the clench of his jaw betrays his aggravation. Hi, excuse me. Yes, what is it? The crazy jerk calling himself Emperor Norton has hijacked this train, and I need volunteers to help me bust down the door and arrest him. I see. And will you help me? No, I'd really rather not. That sounds quite strenuous. Perhaps even dangerous. Please? No, I don't think so. I'm quite comfortable here, and I prefer to avoid stress. Pretty please? Again, I'm supposed to avoid things that might raise my blood pressure. Pretty please with sugar on top? Sugar is one of those things. Pretty please with gravy on top? Gravy is another. Look, please just leave me alone. Please? Please, 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 please. No. Please, 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 please. No. Please, 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 please. Stop that. Please, 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 please. I said no, stop asking. You're really getting on my nerves. Please, 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 I'll stop asking if you say yes. No, damn it! Please, 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 please. Alright, God, fine, I'll help. Just leave me alone. Thanks. Appreciate it. He was too busy ignoring his daughter to not ignore you. What? This little girl is peering out the window of the train, clearly bored out of her mind. Hey there. Busy? No, all my toys and friends are in our luggage, and it's boring and I hate it. You want to help me out with something really important? Huh? Like what? Well, the bad guy took over the engine car and I need some people to help break down the door and arrest him. What? Lady, I'm just a little girl. You know, that's not a good attitude. Don't ever let anyone tell you that you can't do anything just because you're a girl. But... Okay, yeah. We'll bust that crook's face in. Wow, that's the spirit. But you gotta pay me. In advance. You're running a little too fast. Alright, what do you want? I like stuffed animals. Big teddy bear. Oh, she's great! She takes the bear and gives it a big hug. Okay, lady, say the word and we'll show that jerk what for. Awesome. This lady is flipping through a book titled Birds of the Western Territory. Since most of the place is desert, it isn't a very long book. That's a good point. Excuse me, ma'am. Yes? A crazy psycho has taken over the train's engine car, and I need volunteers to help break down the door and arrest him. Oh my. I certainly couldn't be of any help with that. I'm very conflict averse. Me too, technically. What if I told you he hates birds and is determined to outlaw them from the territory after he seizes power? It's very sly, but I know you're only saying that because I saw the book that I was reading. And you got me there. Any other ideas to convince me? Suddenly you hear a tapping at the passenger car window. What the... Russell? Oh shit, Russell! You open the window and your pet crow Russell flaps in and perches on your shoulder. Hey buddy, good to see you. Aw. Oh my gosh, what a beautiful crow. And he knows you? Oh sure, me and Russell go way back, right buddy? Aw. I rescued him from a cat when he was only just out of the nest and raised him as a pet. I set him free when I left home recently. What is he doing here? Has he been following you since then? I probably just happened to be flying by and spotted me on the roof of the train and recognized me. Crows are crazy smart like that. Amazing. Oh, but I wouldn't give to have an avian friend like that. Oh, I'm still going to be doing a lot of traveling after this, I figure, so I can't really drag Russell along with me. But I bet Russell wouldn't mind being pals with a nice lady in Frisco who helped save the train. What do you think, Russ? Russell caws again and flaps over to perch next to the lady. He lightly pecks at her shoulder in a friendly manner. Oh, my goodness, how could I refuse? It's a pleasure to meet you, Russell. My name's Annabelle. Awesome. Let you know when we're ready. Good boy. Oh, they actually animated him. It's the door to the locomotive. Confront Norton! You pound on the door to the locomotive or engine car or cab or whatever. Open up, Norton. No! Alright, then I'm coming in. Oh yeah? You're in what army, lady? You glance back at the passengers. Me and this army. You and the passengers break down the door very impressively, though it would have been even better if you had some torches and those old-fashioned rakes. Norton is backed up into the corner of the engineer's compartment next to the engineer, who looks over his shoulder at you and shrugs. So-called Emperor Norton, you're under arrest for the crime of being a total ass. That's not illegal. It is when I'm in town. Everybody grab him, except you, Mr. Engineer. I can see you're busy driving the train. Right. Actually, if you could turn around and head back to Frisco at the next station, that'd be great. No problem.
Ow, let go! This isn't over. You haven't heard the last of me?
Tell it to the judge, Norton. The prison judge. Wow. You did it. Thanks, boss. No problem. Got the track laid up right to the station now. First ever cross-territory railroad thanks to the Manifest Destiny Railroad Company and principally you. Did a real good job, Alleyway. Aw, shucks, don't mention it. It's all good. Ah, it looks great. The old steamy bear. Yep, the old good steaming horse. Excellent. This is a one-way train, so there's no sense in going in there now. What? You mean this thing can't turn around? I mean, it'd be really difficult to pick it up and throw it over. Wait a minute, did I say something else? The old tin buffalo. Yep, the good old heavy horse. Old Cleveland boat. Yep, the good old steamy bear. Old steel bear. Yep, the good old heavy leviathan. The old coal elephant. Yep, the good old metal elephant. Now we got a bunch of just options there. I like it. Any Clincy? Let's see. Well, that's nothing new. I can participate in this? Oh shit. Yeah. Let's fight him. So yeah, I do have to fill in the time before, like, the break. So, I guess we'll just do a bunch of side stuff. Ooh, my god. Just do a bunch of side stuff until, at least for another hour. You emerged from that brawl relatively unscathed. Hooray! Yeah, this is the end of the game right here. Not just yet. Whoops, nope, not that button. You can just do a bunch of random shit. A tree next to you explodes in a shower of splinters. You turn your head slightly to regard a stump with a hatchet sticking out of it. Then turn the other way to regard the large bear that threw it at you. On second glance, you see that he isn't a bear at all, but a big, muscular man with a giant beard and bearskin pants. Howdy? You think you're gonna take me alive? You got another think coming, girl. What I was thinking was more like, what should I do for lunch? And, oh, that's a nice tree. I know you're one of them bandit hunters. You ain't gonna catch me hibernating. And some of your benign intentions. You're a bandit? I'm bearded. You steal people's beards? You do have quite a lot of beards, so that checks out, I guess. No, I steal from bears. What, like their honey, their skins, and their honey? Okay, well, I only hunt bandits, and I haven't been hired by any bears or anything. You're telling me there's no broomty on my head? Not unless the government went and made terrible puns illegal again. Broomty. This is some kind of bear pun. Seriously, that was the worst. And bearded? Good grief. That's just nonsense. It's barely even a pun at all. Barely. I'm leaving now. Everyone's a critic. I like your puns. I didn't get one of them, but I like your puns. Let's see. Just wander around here. Off to the side of the trail, you see a big billboard reading Alamo Rent a Mule this way. Mark the location down on your map in case you're even in the market to rent a mule. You just never know. If you haven't and not need it. Oh, I could have gotten a mule for the dude with the bow legs earlier. This is how I would have gotten the mule. Needles! This year's model. It's not moving. Oh no, it is moving. Okay. I don't know if y'all can tell because the quality dipped for y'all. Looks like this is where you go to rent a mule, just judging from the sign, you know? Howdy, welcome to Alamo Rent a Mule. How can I help you? I'd like to rent a mule. Excuse me, but didn't you ride up here on a horse? Yes. So what do you need a mule for? Guess you have a point. Please remember us in the future if your horse breaks down, though. Sure. Great, another customer. As if I didn't have enough to deal with already. What with the paperwork and the heat and the mule bites, and someone keeps stealing my lunch out of the employee icebox, and my trick knuckle is happening up again. Gosh. It would be nice to get a little peace and quiet, but nope, I gotta stand here at this counter all day, and the hardwood floor isn't helping my shit. Let me tell you, don't want to get me started on what they pay us around here. The mules eat better than I do. And if all that wasn't bad enough, I went and dropped my daughter's birthday present down a stupid hole at a stupid mine. And will anyone go and get it for me? Ha! Yeah, right. Let me go get it. Well, really? The miracle just occurred? Hardly believe it. Where'd you lose it? Oh, not far from here. There's a place called Deepest Delft Mine. I was looking to scavenge some free string to tie up the package with, and I dropped it. And of course, it's because it's a bracelet, it's round, and so of course it rolls into a hole under some kind of stupid machine. Ugh. Okay, I'll check it out. You have a lot of just unloaded all your shit on me. I'm so sorry. It lists a bunch of features you can pay extra for when renting a mule, such as rearview mirror, fuzzy dice, anti-lock hooves, butt muffler, steel-belted radials, self-kicking tires, cruise control, steel-belted radials, side of coleslaw, extra cargo space, cruise control. Okay, alright, cool. Butt muffler. A twig snaps in the woods behind you. You catch a moving shadow out of the corner of your eye, but nothing's there. With the uncanny feeling that you're being followed. Look, I'm on my way somewhere. Can we just cut to the chase? A huge skeleton, much taller than any human and with structure and posture somewhere in between a human and a gorilla, smashes out of the undergrowth and charges at you. Roar! Good. Thanks. Guess to leave. Nope. Roar. Bigfoots aren't real. Big feet? Whatever. There's no reputable evidence for them, and if there was, we'd have found it by now. In other words, you're a hoax. Go away, hoax. Skeleton shuffles away, clearly dismayed. Good. I would love to solve all my problems with just, I don't believe in you. Oh wow, there's actually stuff to do over here. Okay, what are you? Lunchbox. Huh. All I had in it was a gas cap. It's a gas cap. It's like the cap for a bottle of pills, but it smells like kerosene. It's probably the cap for a bottle of kerosene-soaked pills. That makes sense. Okay, I found a gas cap. Excellent. An impassable cave-in. Don't even try to pass it, because you can't. Okay. Alright, neat. I think the literal crab walk is my favorite. Just do. Coal Smasher 5000. This weird shaft thing goes down further than you can see. The shaft is collapsed with this rope leading down through the rubble. I'm down. Looking for a dude's gift for his daughter. A floor-to-ceiling shaft. As opposed to a ceiling-to-floor shaft. Very different. Okay. This elevator has a lot of stuff wrong with it. Hit the problems! Bing, bang, boom, you hit the elevator in all the right places, it starts up like it's surprised. Level 2. Put your left first. Nasty trash and hundreds of empty sarsaparilla bottles. Nothing of interest. Just a bunch of worthless leftovers. It's a nice cupboard, but it's bare. Yeah, there's a lot of them. These cultists are really going to town with the whispering and tracing of spirals in the air and generally being really creepy cult weirdos. They seem too preoccupied with their spooky nonsense to notice you. Unfortunately, they're blocking your path. I have the cultist leader mask. Hold up. That's a thing, right? Seems more important than the round ones. These cultists are really going to town. As you approach, one of them notices your square mask and gasps. A chosen one! A chosen one, the others echo with whispers. Yep, that's me, alright. Move aside, please. I need to get to whatever's at the other end of this room. We must not move. They're tracing the spiral. Reason with them. Good. I appreciate your dedication, but I really need to get through here. Look, just... here, you take one step to the left, and you one step to the right, please. Good, thank you. sidle through the you sidle through the cultists and see some kind of weird altar beyond them. Oddly, when you trick to look at the cultists again, they've all vanished. Weird. You don't like this. It's a big cross made of El Vibrato stuff. Its precise lines and corners stand in marked contrast to the altar, which makes your eyes spin involuntarily when you look at it. Crossing back. The posts on this altar seem straight enough when you look right at them, but your peripheral vision, they writhe nauseatingly. Yeah, what is it? This cross-shaped piece of the bravado technology is positively thrumming with plot significance. Yoki. Special skeleton. Does it have to do with what we're doing right now? If not, then sure. Because like I said, we're still going for about an hour, so... This toilet is remarkably clean for being underground. This toilet is unsurprisingly very dirty. Hooray! Oh, this thing is really heavy. Push it. Ooh, it's a child's bracelet. Ready to be grabbed. Okay, cool. Leave that. For that. There's a bunch of cultists here whispering to themselves and tracing spirals in the air. 6 of them to be exact. Start to push past the cultists. Hey, don't! Oh, a chosen one! This is a great honor. Yeah, thanks. Blessings of the Master and spirals and stuff be upon you or whatever. Scram, please. But this is the hour of prayer. We can't leave for any reason. Reason with them. Are you wearing a watch? Huh? No? Do you know what time it actually is or how long you've been standing there? Well, no, stuff like that is real fuzzy down here. Yeah, the hour of prayer has been over for like 20 minutes. Oh man, we wouldn't want to overpray. Come on, everybody, shifts over. Good job. Shaft got really shafted by a cave-in. Looking at this altar makes your stomach spin. The central spiral has a nauseating optical illusion effect that makes it look like it's spinning, even though it isn't. You feel like if you get too close, you might fall right into it. Oh dear.
Got a question for you, partner.
Gee.
Cows come home yet?
Nope. Oh no, wait, they did, yeah. Before the game takes place, they came home. Not bait.
I was just trying to think, because like, oh, the final boss is the same.
Wasn't cows.
No spoiling, of course.
There's a whole crowd of cultists here, muttering and doing creepy Tai Chi. Alright guys, break it up, moving along. A square mask! A chosen one! That's right, and I got things under control here, so you can all go find something else to do. But this ritual requires at least 8 people. And which ritual is this exactly? Well, you know, drawing the spiral, whispering paeans to the master? But this particular version of that takes 8 people, and it needs to be done right here in this hallway? Well, that was my understanding, but you guys should go read the manual again. Go on, shoot. Cultists leave with questioning murmurs and shrugs. Good. I have a pickaxe. Is that a keystone? It's a trapezoidal piece missing from the crossbar. Keystone of the crossbar is sneak. Easter egg not fully important. If you don't want it, you need an El Vibrato headband to give it to the guy in the Lost Dutch oven mine. You'll open a special shop. So it says Nakuzda Sam Stan Kazak. Fuchafusta Power Tooth Pro. The shaft goes further down than you can see. This cross-shaped El Vibrato device is going crazy. Place it in the machine. It snaps into place of its own accord. Power. Terminal screen reads Nakuzda Sam Fuchafusta Ninakta. Nanokbi Hoshafo detected. I need to go back to the well and translate some shit so I can see what that's talking about. Hold up. I've got tons of those, like, punch cards. You happen across an unexpected crate. By unexpected, I'm referring to its location, not its condition, which is nailed shut. I don't know what you expected to find in there, but here's what it was. Randomly generated. Yeah, we could do, like I said, we could do that. That sounds like fun. lifeless. Gonna stackuzum. Put him in. Stick him in. Pow. Woof. Magnitude. Weird. Walk away. Damn it, I'm out of them. Okay, did that clear it up at all? Glass sphere from him, and then place the sphere, human ashes, and stardust in the ritual of the Tomb of the Graveyard. Okay, I'll try to do that after I'm done with this. Your eye catches a small wooden object at the side of the trail, and you stop to take a closer look. Turns out some kid lost their bandolore, what would you call a yo-yo? But the modern patent for that won't happen for another couple decades. No time for kid stuff, because I don't have enough moxie. Oh yeah, I needed the winch. It's probably for the winch. Activate the winch. Smash it! The machine works its magic and compresses this massive lump of coal into a much smaller lump of coal. Super dense coal. Shit. Ugh. Here's driving me insane. First world problems, you know how it is. Okay, so what has this been saying? Roberto containment power. Who's Crow? Shit, I don't have enough words. East Roberto containment power. Who's Crow? Positronic Hoshafu detected. Okay, alright. Neat. Mr. Professor! Professor, I got some shit. Need some assistance. Need an Eldorado headband. Okay, I need to take care of that. Where did we get those? You got those 5 pounds of scrap yet? Yep, got them right here. Oh shit, we ain't done this yet. Whoops! He ambles over to a strange contraption in the corner of the room and begins to tinker.
Great, let me just... Yep. Okay, this will do the trick. Just let me get this up and running, and then you'll be able to grab a keystone from it. You take another 5 scrap for each one you need. Are you familiar with the Lost Dutch Oven Mine? Grim place, but that's where I found the chassis for this fabricator. It's behind an unusual pile of rocks. Seems like a good place to start hunting. I'm chewing up my own moustache at this point.
So I do remember the Dutch Oven Mine being up this way. Oh shit, should I have made a keystone? Oh well. This here is barely tolerable. Oh dear. Really, I just explored all those? We've been busy this playthrough, haven't we? Hidden vending machine is in the Eldorado outpost in Madness Mall Mine. Cost 10 scrap? Oh shit, how do I have much? Do I have? It's gonna take a minute to find. Slaney. Ooh, I need to go sell those and those. Shit. Ah, so this guy. Oh yes. That was pretty obviously made on purpose. Closer inspection and reveals that the stones are mortared together. What could be hidden in here? Talk the rocks into leaving. You're one smooth talker. Trapezoidal. He's pacing. Shit! I need a keystone. That's a good way to like get some scrap. You know? Opera, a good way to get some Damn scrap. It was in the Curious Cops. I remember there was a portal there. I'm about to tie my hair up. It's pissing me the hell off. Let's see. Okay, there's nothing here. Excellent, nothing. Turn on the transponder in your inventory and it'll track the drones. What's that then? Examine it. What's told you to turn this thing? Do you want to shut it down? No. You don't trust it. Creepy. Turn it back on. It's still creepy. So I guess I need to just wonder. I'll come across some. Ungolith. We'll be busy for a minute. Yep. Oh. Hold it right there. A bandit steps out of the bushes at the side of the road. He's pretty raggedy, but also extremely burly, like a scarecrow stuffed with footballs. He hefts a pistol that could be described as a hand cannon without getting metaphorical. Give me your dough. Or else. Do you know who I am? You notice a little breadwood pin on his label. Maybe you should ask the fellas back at the Buttered Biscuit who's been getting things done around here lately. Oh, Way? That's right, Allie Marshall Way. Now why don't you hand over your gear and next time maybe you'll remember faster. Sorry. I just robbed him. I just reverse robbed this man. As you're running along, you randomly think about how sometimes one cowpoke will shoot at another cowpoke's feet and yell, "Dance!" And how it's usually a situation where the first cowpoke is being mean or threatening. But then you idly wonder if a gal could do something similar except shooting at her own feet. She were a good enough shot and a good enough dancer. Give it a try. You fire at your feet for a while and dance up a storm. It's a great combination of dancing practice and shooting practice. It's fucking dangerous. You see a flash of light, dark hops. 3 electric light. It's going to take a minute. You really brought the thunder down on those lightning cows. Excellent. Oh, I saw El Vibrato. Alright. Okay, 3 scraps. Is it Madness Maw Mine? Okay. Translate them. Alright. I've already read that like 6 times, I have no idea. And it keeps spouting gibberish at me. Bows deeply at you. Four buttons. Antipsychotic headwear fabrication. Right? It would have to be, because he was sitting there going... El Vibrato headbands. Got it. Alright, cool. And it was back in the Lost Dutch oven mine. I guess we should go try to take care of the necromancer at least. I've never done that, so this guy's totally out of it. He's gibbering and drooling and doesn't even seem to notice you. Headband on him. Put the headband on him and he blinks rapidly, shaking his head. Oh my goodness, where am... still in the mine. Uninjured and hungry, but not starving. So I can't have been here very long. Perhaps a day? Good, good. Well, I must have to thank you, friend. Howdy, feeling better? I should say so. Thank you for outfitting me with this remarkable device. Don't mention it. What's your name? Murray Morris, excavator of the unknown and purveyor of mysteries. Fancy. What brings you to this mine? Why, excavating the unknown for mysteries to purvey, of course, or at least attempting to. I must admit that until you had put this device on me, I was quite overcome. Overcome? Right. I'm oversensitive to psychic emanations, you see. I always have been, and as it happens, this curious little hole is absolutely overflowing with them, and they're none too friendly. I can tell you that for certain. It was risky business my coming down here, but I took the gamble and lost. It's a miraculous thing that you happened by when you did, my friend. We should both get out of here as soon as possible. Staying in the town called Dirtwater. South. You could probably do some good business purveying mysteries there. Capital idea. Then I shall see you there. There's his pack under his shoulder and leads the way. See you later, Murray. Alright. You said buy something from him? Buy a glass sphere. Okay. Gotcha. That I shall do. Oh yeah, we'll should do the DLC someday. Let's see, how many lots do we have left? Oh, there's only one store left. Shit. Well, hello again. Thank you for telling me about this town, my friend. It's a marvelous location. That's 2 good turns you've done me. I don't mention it. Speaking of which, here's your curious headband back. Thought from willing I won't be needing it again. No more gambles like that for me. It's so dark in here. Atmosphere, my friend. I settle mysteries, things which cannot be properly experienced in the cold light of day. Why not? It would be any fun. Okay. Where's all your merchandise? In the locked case behind me. These are things that must be kept from prying eyes and unprepared minds. And thieving hands? Well, that goes without saying. Let's see what you got. Need a glass sphere. You got that? Indeed you do. Golden scarab pin. Ooh. The medal of adequacy is better than that. Pants once belonged to a stage magician, but they're cursed. Fortunately, the curse is that whosoever wears these pants shall be forever bound to a life of comfort and leisure. Oh, ring of inconspicuousness. More non-combat random encounters. This is a boring little brass ring. It's so boring that you don't even notice it anymore. What ring are you even talking about? Ooh, I have 5 of these though. Okay. And then place the sphere, human ashes, and stardust in the ritual in the tomb of the Daveyard. Do I have those other 2 things? Zooming it's in here. No. Oh, some kind of ritual circle drawn on the ground in red chalk. Let's see. According to the gross scroll, you need human ashes, some stardust, and a glass sphere if you want to do this ritual. Pretty sure you don't have any stardust. You'd probably remember that. Oh. Yep, I don't have any stardust. That's a shame. Start wandering around here again. Open it up. Find somewhere new. I did that already. Nay. Curious flat plain. Your transponder beeps, indicating a spot to the west where you're riding now. You spur Hugh Hoofner in that direction and encounter a large hexagonal monolith of Elverbrata material. Stop and investigate. I'd keep going, but I'm not animated for climbing. The 9th encounter while wandering will be a meteor. At the cost of your pickaxe. Ew. This ladder is missing about 70% of its rungs. So dangerous. Call OSHA. Do they exist yet? Oof, this poor explorer didn't make it down the ladder in one piece. Check their belongings. Ooh, we got more punch cards and some scrap. Oh, this thing's huge. What the? It's definitely one of the largest hexagons you've ever seen. It's dark. There's a piece here that's obviously very broken. Replace it. There we go. Primary terminals. Select Kuzlazak terminal. Was on power. Ugh, boo. Was on power. Select hose on power. Planetary orientation. What? Extraterrestrial auditory beacon. Roberto containment. Fiddling with that do anything to this? Oh, okay. Alright, well, I did that. I don't know what that is. So this ninth encounter anywhere, or just here? Well, that's odd. There's a tree stump here with a raw plucked chicken sitting on it on a plate. You dismount and start walking over to take a closer look at it when a shot rings out. The chicken jumps a foot into the air, on fire, and lands back on the plate, perfectly roasted. You slowly turn around and see a woman wearing a black chef's hat blowing smoke from the end of her revolver. This here's my property. I ain't much care for trespassers. Well, hey, I didn't mean to... She holds up 3 large baked potatoes in her left hand and points her pistol at you with her right. Side dish is either these here taters or you. You got 3 seconds. Just hold on. 2. Now, fox her. Say that pistol of yours. 1. Please don't kill me. 0. Ah, crap. Wow. You goddamn lied to me, game. 88 hot damage. Well, this'll take care of it. Sorry, lass. Didn't mean to... I failed that. You won! Looks like your metaphorical goose gets to stay literally uncooked. Phew. I was hoping to get that black chef's hat. The event, I can tell you the Easter egg if that happens. Oh, okay. And so it's random. As you're riding along, you're suddenly nearly bowled over by the smell of flowers. You follow your nose, well technically you direct Hugh Hefner to follow your nose, and find a delightful little home nestled in amongst the trees. Stop and smell the flowers. Olive Gardens Homestead. Oh shit, I don't know how to do a Popeye impression. Probably shouldn't go traipsing through this woman's garden without getting permission. You know what, that's fair. Howdy. Howdy, stranger. Name's Allie. Howdy, Allie, I'm Olive. Olive Garden. Nice garden you got here, Olive. Why, thanks. Looks delicious. Oh, I don't grow them to eat. I just grow them to grow them. In fact, if you've got the know-how, you're welcome to harvest anything you'd like. Thanks. Sure thing, hon. Why, I'm always happy to meet another cactus aficionado. Did you know there's more than 2,000 different breeds of cactus? All different shapes and sizes, and all different colors of flowers, too. I'll be. If you know what sort of cactus to look for, they'll help you survive out in the desert for quite a while, too. They collect and store a lot of drinkable water and several varieties of edible fruit. Yeah, it's fascinating. And that's even before we get into their medical uses. Did you know that if you sterilize cactus spines over hot coals, you can use them for sutures? Although you have to be careful because there's a couple breeds whose spines are actually venomous. I'll be darned. Did you know that saguaro cactuses, cacti, those are the tall ones with the arms that you probably picture when you think about cacti, generally live to be about 160 to 170 years old, sometimes as old as 200 years. Heck, they aren't even considered adults until they're 125. Gosh. Probably think I'm silly, but I kind of think of these cacti as pets. They're like my big, green, prickly children, though a lot easier to take care of, obviously. People probably think of me as a weird cactus lady that lives outside of town, but that doesn't matter so long as I got my needle babies. If you love cacti so much, why don't you marry one? Well, you are definitely not the first person that suggested that. I'll tell you what, I would absolutely positively marry a cactus if I could find one that wanted to marry me. Okay! Cool, I might know a guy. Hold on. Come to think of it, actually I do know a guy. I got so much stuff! Oh god, the game's lagging now. That jittering is jarring. There's a dude in dirt water that turned into a cactus because of beer juice. For Something like that? No, cactus beer. Cactus Bill, I got someone who wants to see you. Howdy, Bill. Howdy. Say, I don't reckon you found me a cactus lady yet? I have found just the gal for you, Bill. Do you mean it, Allie? Sure do. She's a cactus-loving lady by the name of the Olive Garden. She's a real peach. You give Cactus Bill directions out to Olive's ranch, and he hitches a ride out in the very next passing stagecoach. Godspeed, Cactus Bill. Best of luck with that. Is he already there? Skeleton moses up to you, wearing a leather vest, chaps, and a rancher-style felt hat. Bleached white by long years in the sun. He also has a tin star in his lapel that says Texas Ranger. He glares at you with suspicion in his eye sockets, but doesn't say anything. He's missing his jaw, so he probably can't even hiss like most skeletons. Is this going to be a Chuck Norris reference? Hey, what's up? You're a long way from home? Skeleton apparently decides he isn't interested in you and discerns to continue on his way. Offer assistance? Hey, wait. You're hunting for somebody, right? Maybe I can help. The skeleton considers this, then pulls an ancient and faded wanted poster from his vest pocket. Looks like he's after some bandit leader named Dirty Jim Deeks, who, based on the date on the poster, has probably been dead for at least 50 years. Been on the trail for a long time, huh? The skeleton nods with steel in his eyes. Sockets. Logic your way to the quarry. What follows is a long montage of you and the ranger asking town historians about old bandit gangs and checking library newspaper archives and genealogy records. Wouldn't be an exciting movie to watch, but every clue that brings you closer gives you a definite thrill, and when you finally track down the location of Dirty Jim's grave, you feel like a champion detective. When you arrive, the skeletal bandit is sitting on his own gravestone with the board from the lid of the coffin across his knees, cleaning and reassembling an old revolver. Hang back. You hang back out of the way as the ranger marches up to Dirty Jim. Dirty Jim nods amicably, also short a jawbone, and the ranger gravely nods in turn and waits for Dirty Jim to finish with his pistol. After a minute, Dirty Jim peers down the barrel of his gun. Seems satisfied and loads it. The two of them square off in a classic gunfight pose, arms akimbo, hands flexing, and ready to grab iron. A leaf falls from the scraggly graveyard tree, and when it touches the ground, 2 shots ring out. And then, Dirty Jim collapses into a pile of loose old bones. The ranger turns and nods to you, touching the brim of his hat in a salute. You salute back, and he tosses you his tin star before collapsing himself. Texas Ranger badge. Good hunting, old buddy. I don't like that one. Did you hear about the one? Did you hear the one about the Texas Ranger who got so mad at the scrap of cloth at a big party that he could only bellow a single incoherent syllable? It was a real Texas Ranger, rager, rage, ragra. Wolf. 9 muscle, holy hell. I'm not focused on that. Hey, Bill, see you found the place. I found the love of my life, and it's all thanks to you, Allie. Yes, thank you. It was love at first sight. We got married right away. I'm just glad to have helped somebody find happiness in the desolate wasteland. Good luck to you both. Still figuring out the whole hugging thing. Wonder if we could find some puncture-proof coveralls somewhere. Goodness. Condolences. Curious Falls Mountain. Stop and investigate. Okay, so I want to go take care of the necromancer and then start getting ready for the break, I suppose. I'll check on the status of Bloodborne and then hopefully we'll get started on that. What's this? Blossom Gin. Didn't know it was that easy to get alcohol. You could probably plug up all those holes if you were strong enough. Be strong enough! Shove here, a push there, and the whole stack collapses in on itself. Something strange about these rocks. Investigate. Some of these rocks aren't real. They vanish as soon as you look at them closely. Hello? This thing has a job to do, and it isn't going to take any of your guff. Put that guff right back in the bag and make sure you use a twist tie so it doesn't get stale. Vanish it! Oh, I don't get any scrap for doing that. Whoops. Okay. Arrgh. Oh, there's the second one. There's a cylindrical piece here that's obviously very broken. Pop out the broken cylinder and place it with the one you found. The machine whirs to life with a riot of blue lights and weird noises. Oh, it's dark. Kuzlazak Terminal. Time Squeezer Terminal? Time Squeezer Power. Squeezer Vega. Is it this thing? Mess with it. This machine is a smallish hole in either end and a large flat surface running through the middle. As you're staring at it, trying to figure out what it does, a mouse suddenly runs to the hole on the left, and at the same instant, a mouse skeleton skids out of the hole on the right. Huh. You slid the skeleton into the right hole, and a very confused mouse scurries out of the left hole and disappears under the machine. This machine must be some kind of time tube. Marvelous. Something in the left hole. Do your stuff, see if there's anything you'd like to make older. Cheap wine. Get decent wine. Decent wine, you get a bottle of fine wine. Put in fine wine. Bottle of vinegar. It comes out ruined. Oh. What if I put it back? Bottle of vinegar. Bottle of fine wine. Is that how vinegar is made? Super dense coal. Massive diamond. Whoa. Stick of dynamite. Old stick of dynamite. Comes out older and much more unstable. Let's see. Cow's bane. See what? Push the seeds through, and the torrent of loose, dry cow's bane sprays out the other end. Grumble and correct it into a bear. Dang it. Piece of El Robrato scrap. Robrato helmet. Can I put it back through? Oh, damn it. I can't keep those scraps. Darn. Let's see. Hozon power destination. Chrono key. I don't know where the chrono key thing would be. Wait, is it, hold up, wait. Whoa, hold up, I saw something. Chrono key terminal. Initialize chrono key fabrication. Terminal makes this type of sound you've never heard before, and your bag gets slightly heavier. You investigate and find a... Oh yeah, it's just that weird El Vibrato thing you found in the woods when you were 6. The thing has been in there the whole time. Yeah, the whole time. That Roberto containment. Where did I drop that cross-shaped thing? What was it? The deepest delve mine? You pass through a clearing and see a young goblin carving something into a tree. It appears to say, "Goblins rule, okay? Stop them. You can't let this stand." You sternly tap the goblin on the shoulder, take their knife, and correct their spelling. What did he misspell? I'm afraid I don't get the joke. I'm sorry. Here. Blue lights in a black and white game. It's kind of like when you see the blue text, it just kind of like, oof, God, it's a bit jarring. Oh yeah, okay. Vega. Initialize Roberto containment. Lano! Whoa, whatever that was, it felt pretty important. Oh, hey, what's this? This definitely wasn't here before. It's a perfect fit. Roberto crown. This crown-shaped El Vibrato helmet was bestowed upon you for a very noteworthy achievement that you don't precisely understand. Shit, that thing's good. Hold up. What about my current hat? Oh, okay, well, may as well throw it on. My Moxie could use a boost. I've got a crown. Hooray. Alright, well, I did that. Neat. The Necromancer's Tower. Time to finally take care of this. Your El Vibrato transponder. Fight it! I want more scrap, just in case. Jump on him. You won. Maybe you are the Tron in charge after all. It's all blackened and withered. Never seen a dead cactus. Wonder what that looks like. Ah, well, interesting. Skull above the door screams, "Password!" Abracadabra. There's a click inside the door as it unlocks. Go in. Some strange, undecipherable runes. That background is freaking with my brain so hard. So fountain of blood, nothing weird about that. Drink? No. Pass these guys without a fight. Dive right in. Ooh, that's a lot. Yeah, well, let's do this. Massive setup. Just to make sure I survive one goddamn turn. Herald. Destroy these stats. Uh-oh. Gary, no! Oh, I need action points! Oh shit, hold up. Sniff it. Oh, please. A few of them lived, but it's... Oh, actually, I think this is okay. Oh, I wish Gary were alive. Oh, this may not be okay, actually. Start using some bullets. Won't end your turn. Aha! Pew! And just for good measure. You single-handedly defeated all 8 of those skeletons. Hey! Sorry, I mean you single-handedly defeated all 9 of those skeletons. Ugh. Well, there's a big old pillar of skulls blocking your path. There was bound to be one of these in there somewhere, right? Excuse me, fellas, I need to get past here. The skulls hiss and chitter and giggle at you. So that's a no then? Fox it. You carefully inspect the pillar of skulls, then grab one near the bottom of its by its eye sockets and yank it out of the pile. The entire stack collapses like a grocery store soup can pyramid in a zany sitcom scene. Dismayed, the skulls scuttle, roll away to hide in the walls. So there. Got a lot of XP, but ooh, I got so much XP. Holy shit. Great and awesome research. And poor Gary. Oh my god. Thump and smash. These 2 skeletons have their names written on their foreheads so they won't forget them. Actually, wait. Maybe they each have the other one's name. Get the jump on them. Deal with this, you jackragons. Yeah, I could just go ahead and take care of this one. Ooh. Can't tell what his name is because the menu is cutting off the top of his head. Can't tell if it's a... Oh, Thump fell right next to me, so... Okay, so they actually have their own names. With a thump and a smash, the 2 behemoths fell. Getting a lot of XP for this, holy shit. Let's see... Yeah, more single target damage, just max that shit out. thinking you want to play Fable 3. Because of the darkness thing? Oh dear. You approach the throne and the withered husk sitting on it. Unbelievable. All that killing, all that horror, and this is what's behind it? He tries to speak to you, but all that comes out is dust. Destroy him. You puff a breath at the necromancer and he crumbles to powder. His crown hits the ground and shatters into 1,000 pieces. Well, so much for that. Goodness. Evil, evil throne. Ah, so that's it, huh? Give me a shitload of XP. That's pretty cool. Alright, so we are nearing the break. I can only do like a few more things. And definitely don't have time for the cow thing. Did we destroy the circus? I forget. It up. We haven't yet. The stink guy. Why would he wave me through and then stop me? Because I do remember that. We pissed Barnaby Bob the hell off. I think maybe we were supposed to go to sleep first. Excuse me. Sorry, put it in front of me, excuse me. Already deployed your forces on it. Okay, so we need to go to sleep. A rustling sound and trace it to a small gulch nearby. Peeking over the edge, you see a goblin rustling around in the brush. Presumably it's a gulch goblin rustler. All these kind of assume that referred to a different sort of rustling, though. It looks up to you and it makes some angry-sounding goblin noises. It's saying, human, hey, what? Down here looking, stopping it. Gary, talk with it. Can you talk to it, maybe get us to help us out? Gary, well, trying. Gary shouts some garble-sounding goblin talk that you can't follow at all, except the words human and disconcertingly lunch. The goblin shrugs and rustles around in the bushes some more, and then tosses a small waxed paper package back to Gary. Turns out to be a sandwich of some kind. Thank them. You shout thanks down into it in Goblin. At least that was your intention, and the Goblin doesn't seem offended, so presumably you pronounced it more or less right. Goblin sandwich. Yeah, we sent the skeleton army. You dream that you're painting a self-portrait in a spooky old house. After that, you hear a cigarette-smoking man whisper your name. You wake up drenched in sweat. Well, okay then. Let's mosey. How much did that screw up my stats? It doesn't show... Oh, that's where it shows it. Ya ding ding. It did hurt my moxie quite a lot, but we did eat like a bunch of shit to boost it, so... Wow, the skeletons sure did a real number on this place. There's pretty much nothing left. Jeez. Well, they had it coming. This safe has cratered the ground as if thrown from a fair distance. Guess the skeletons brought explosives with them. The dial looks pretty complex and has weird squiggles instead of numbers. Fortunately, the impact knocked it wide open, so that doesn't matter. Contains a few scorched and blackened fragments of what you might think might be eggshell and a pretty nice pair of boots that seem undamaged. Bob's burnished boots. Hey, Bubble, welcome to the stream. Hope you have a good time here. Hope how's your day going? Oh, goodness me. Good boosts on that one. Alright. Goodness. You catch a glimpse of something colorful out of the corner of your eye and hop down to investigate it. Before you know it, you're mesmerized by a scintillating rainbow of shiny multicolored scales. A moment later, you realize you've fallen for the oldest trick in the book. Specifically, the book about how Frisco Vipers trap their prey because you're surrounded by Frisco Vipers. Yeah. Oh god, there are a lot of them. Well, do this. That. This. And do that. Gary, could you make him a little weaker? Not Gary! Ah! poisoned. He's gonna die. I can do that again. Oh no! Before he wins? Why? Why you gotta tease me like that? Those beans are so perfectly stacked. Bean wall is destroyed. Should take care. Fuck. Sniff some salts for a minute. Hold it. Today's going pretty well, actually. This has been a pretty good Saturday so far. Gonna get some coffee in between the break. Doing a lot of talking. Bleh. Okay. Alright, we did it. Haha. Seems going to Fresco is now actually kind of dangerous. So I want to check on something just real quick. Ooh. See where we're at here. He's done at this point. Okay, cool. Bloodborne's good to go, so we'll be starting that after the break. Alright, so yeah, good news. Well, good and sad news. Sad news is we're done with West of Loathing. This is the final cutscene, and then we'll be going on a 10-minute break. And after that, we'll be starting Bloodborne, which I've played a while ago, but I never beat it. I didn't get very far in it. But I have full intention of beating it at some point. Hopefully on stream. It's a cool game, and I'm going to play it. Anyway. This is the end of West of Loathing. After this cutscene, it's over. There's tons more stuff you can do on the side, like Opera mentioned earlier. You have to take care of the cows. It's a really complicated sequence of events, but it gets you the best ending, as it were. And is really entertaining to do. It's complicated and kind of difficult to do, actually. You have to solve puzzles, and you have to get yourself infected with cow corruption. Cow eruption, as it were, and then you gotta cure it, and then you gotta get an item to summon the king of the cows and then trap him, or whatever you want to do. You can actually alter the ending in several different ways. But we'll see what ending we got with the stuff that I did in this game. Looks like somebody in that train got a job as the projectionist. Would you like to watch this movie? It's free because movies have only recently been invented and nobody's figured out that they can charge for them yet. No, doing this will not change anything about the world or your character. When the cutscene is over, you'll still be right here and you can keep playing if you want. So this is telling you, it's just like you can get your ending, but you can go continue doing stuff afterward to alter it if you want to. Otherwise, show me the final cutscene. Some folks say endings don't matter. But other folks, they like to know how things turn out. The consequences of their actions, like. With the trains running again, Frisco thrived. People came from all over to seek their fortunes. But think to you they didn't have to do it while on fire because some cow attacked their wagon. With the railroad completed and Norton ousted, Smee found himself out of a job but in an opportunity. After being elected mayor, he managed the growth and infrastructure of Frisco with compassion and pragmatism. In 1944, Frisco was named Most Reasonable City by the Tuesday Evening Post. Welcome back, Raven. You just made it in time for the final cutscene. Oh, there he is. Okay, I thought that was him walking along. After you got settled in, Gary climbed to the top of the tallest building in Frisco and shot spores every which way. They say his descendants still roam the West to this day. After she finished getting the bakery boys up and running, Louise moved to Frisco and opened her own shop specializing in artisanal breads and pies. Unfortunately, after some unknown vandal kept breaking in at night and destroying all the pies, she had to switch to breads-only business model. Shit, was that General Gob? Was that General Gob? Oh shit. He kept stealing, he kept breaking in and just killing all of her pies. Oh shit. Thanks to your assistance, Hobart Buppert got the photography bug, or we should say the photography owl. Anyway, he opened an art gallery so the citizens of Frisco would never again have to suffer from the inability to see pictures of owl skeletons whenever they wanted. There's so many. Hello, Grace. Welcome to the stream. Hope you have a good time here. How's your day going? Kurtz left the fort and set up shop in Frisco. His fitness group skyrocketed in popularity. Growth was entirely due to word of mouth because the first rule of Kurt's Fit is that you cannot stop talking about Kurt's Fit. Hurts till it hurts. Golly. If I tried doing half this shit, I'd pop and lock. Musicians who sent to Dirtwater formed a band called Wasco and the Pufferfish. They had a few hits, but then mostly faded into obscurity, though you'd occasionally hear Wasco in a radio ad years later. Oh shit, we only missed one of them. Damn it, I don't remember what that was. Buffalo, Buffalo, Buffalo Bill retired from the killing trade and made a killing opening up a restaurant in Frisco. Buffalo, 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 Wild, Wild, Wild. Woo! Just narrowly avoiding the copyright there. Solved all of Breadwood's problems. With the increase in morale and civic resources, they were able to clear the weeds from the road and fix the well and the broken hitching post. There was even enough left over to give the mayor's office a new coat of paint, refresh the facade of the buttery biscuit, and add a second story to the bunkhouse. They even managed to get that horse into rehab. Wow, it looks a lot better. It's better in Ghostwood. And the horse isn't drunk anymore. Olive Garden and Cactus Bill lived happily ever after. They even had a few young'uns. Ah! How did they do that? No, never mind. Don't answer that question, please. Please don't answer that question. Chuck continued to run his blood and breakfast without incident, accident, scandal, or allegation for many years. I'm doing pretty good, Grace. Glad to hear you're having a good time. You won 4 of the reenactment scenarios at Fort Memoriam. They still talk about you.
Remember when that alley gal came through here? Yeah, she was really, really good at this game. Well, they were root beer.
With your help, Roy Bean's Jelly Bean Museum became the talk of the town. First, they had to build a town nearby, but once they did, whoo-wee. Goddamn. That 2 of them are extremely excited to see some jelly beans. Dirtwater became, relatively speaking, a thriving metropolis. Thanks to your efforts as a commerce ambassador and all-around helpful stranger, the once sleeping town became a shining oasis in a barren land. Every man, woman, and child in the town knew your name. They even put up a little plaque with your name on it in the old room at the Jewel. O'Neill had beer and the mushrooms, it seems. There's a lot of people. And there's my spittoon. Is that the one I was wearing on my head? Looks nice. As for you, after your adventure, you settled in Frisco and bought a very long, very narrow house. Filled it with souvenirs of your exploits and started an antique hat rack collection. When you left home, you told Rufus you wanted to help people. Over the course of your adventure, you helped 65 people. You weren't whistling Dixie when you declared your intentions. If you'd been Catholic, they definitely would have sainted you if you had asked, but you wouldn't have asked because you wouldn't want to be in any trouble.
Oh, look at all my hats!
Got a gun safe, picture of an owl skeleton. Look at all that. Oh, there's my spittoon hat. And pile of bones. Oh yeah, because I had no any bones. In 1906, all of the remaining cows in the west were simultaneously activated by some kind of signal from hell. They thundered east, forming a gigantic single-minded herd. Led by the infernal sadist Duke Bovacus, the cow army thundered east toward Dirtwater. The herd did some damage to Dirtwater, but the town managed to mount a pretty good defense, in part due to your fortifying assistance. The cow army seemed to run out of steam after that. Maybe they went back to hell. Thanks to your cleverness, the world is not destroyed 420 years later. On the contrary, it remains undestroyed for millennia. Future generations don't know what they should thank you for, or that they should thank you, but they definitely should. Oh, I stopped the world from blowing up by doing this. Got a crown, too. Thank you for playing. Hash brown casserole for dinner? Want. Okay, so additional sound and voiceover. Oh, I guess because some like the hiccuping sound and the clowns laughing and such. There is technically some voice work in this. Oh, look at all that. So yeah, if you haven't played this game, totally recommend it. If you have a Switch, it's available on there. It's also like a Steam game originally, I think. So there's definitely probably mods for it. It's a great game. It's actually super legit to play, and it's just freaking hilarious. Even if you're just reading it with your eyes and not doing voices, it's just hilarious. The jokes and the puns are just on point. And I don't think a joke ever really missed. There's a couple of that I was just like, I don't really understand it, but that's just me. Maybe if someone did get it, would laugh their asses off. Now, to explain what we're doing now, we're going to initiate a small 10-minute break. So it'll be about 6:10. 10 minutes after the coming up hour. Just because it's going to take me a second. So 10 to 15, we'll say that. But at 6:10, I shall be back, hopefully. Right around then. Be sure to be on the lookout for the stream. We'll be ending the stream and then starting it back up again, because I have to re-hook this up to the PS4. Because we're starting up Bloodborne, which is a game I've never beaten, but very much want to. So if you're interested in watching that, be sure to hang out. About 6:10, I'll be restarting the stream. We'll be playing a new game. Then, aside from that, get yourself something to eat, a glass of water, go to the bathroom, do what you gotta do. And we will be back at 10 minutes after the next hour. So 6:10 for me, whatever, 10 for you. See y'all in a bit.